Throughout history, the Native American tribes of North America experienced a harrowing tale of suffering, loss, and injustice, a chapter that remains etched in the annals of time as a painful reminder of humanity's darker side. As European settlers began their colonization in the 15th century, the indigenous peoples of the continent faced a torrent of atrocities that would forever alter the course of their existence. The arrival of European explorers and colonists marked the beginning of a tragic era for Native Americans. What followed was a devastating collision of cultures, as the settlers sought to claim lands they perceived as empty or inferior, dismissing the rich civilizations and cultures that had flourished on the continent for thousands of years. One of the most notorious atrocities in history was the forced removal of Native American tribes from their ancestral lands, euphemistically known as the Trail of Tears. In the early 1830s, the United States government passed the Indian Removal Act, forcibly relocating several tribes, including the Cherokee, Creek, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw, from their homelands in the southeastern states to designated territories west of the Mississippi River. The journey was treacherous, and the lack of adequate provisions led to the deaths of thousands of Native Americans. Families were torn apart, and the spirits of those who perished along the trail haunted the survivors for generations to come. Moreover, a series of brutal conflicts known as the Indian Wars plagued the 19th century, fueled by the settlers' desire for land and resources. The United States government engaged in military campaigns against various tribes, leading to numerous massacres and bloodshed. The infamous Sand Creek Massacre of 1864 saw the Colorado Territory militia attack a peaceful Cheyenne and Arapaho camp, killing over 150 men, women, and children. The Wounded Knee Massacre of 1890 marked one of the deadliest episodes, where the U.S. Army slaughtered hundreds of unarmed Lakota Sioux, including women and children, in South Dakota. Another devastating aspect was the introduction of infectious diseases, such as smallpox, measles, and influenza, to which Native Americans had no immunity. These diseases decimated entire communities, leading to staggering death tolls. The spread of illnesses resulted in a catastrophic population decline and cultural disruption that shook the foundations of many tribes. In addition to violence and diseases, the forced assimilation policy aimed to erase Native American culture, identity, and languages. Children were forcibly taken from their families and placed in government or church-run boarding schools, where they were forbidden from speaking their native languages and practicing their traditions. The goal was to civilize them and strip away their cultural heritage, leaving scars on generations of Native Americans who were robbed of their identities. The collective impact of these atrocities has reverberated through time, leaving a legacy of intergenerational trauma among Native American communities. The wounds of the past continue to influence social and economic disparities faced by many tribes today. Poverty, limited access to education, and inadequate healthcare remain ongoing challenges, creating a poignant reminder of the injustices of the past that still persist in the present. Recognizing the atrocities committed against Native Americans is essential to fostering reconciliation, healing, and understanding. Acknowledging this dark chapter of history is not an attempt to guilt or assign blame to present-day individuals. Instead, it serves as a call to action to address the lingering effects of past injustices and work towards building a more just and equitable future for all. As we reflect on the tragic atrocities endured by Native American communities, we must strive to learn from the past, amplify their voices, and empower them to shape their destinies. By understanding their history and embracing their contributions to culture, society, and the environment, we can forge a path of reconciliation and solidarity, a path that honors the resilience, strength, and unyielding spirit of the indigenous peoples of North America.